What's up, you guys? It is your girl, Meagan Good, and you are behind the scenes at my Ebony January 2025 cover shoot. It has definitely been a reinvention every decade. You know, I've always had the mentality of wanting to make sure that every season of my life is the best season of my life. Whatever that looks like for me, whatever I want to accomplish, whatever I want to experience, intentionally learning. And so in this season of reinvention, there's such a freedom. I don't think I've ever felt this free in my life. I don't think I've ever had this kind of peace in my life. It is one of the best feelings in the world, and it makes me feel like I can take on anything, and it makes me proud to stand in my authenticity. It makes me proud to be who I am and how I know my heart. It makes me proud to have the people that I have in my life. The journey of the career, it makes me thankful for that, even the disappointments, even the closed doors, even the people who didn't believe in me. All of that builds your character. All of that allows you to either become bitter or become better. And I choose to become better every single time and to have joy in that. It's been a little over 30 years, and I feel like I'm just beginning. The best way to describe who Meagan is now is, I think I've always been very self-aware in a lot of ways, in a way that I'm quite frankly, I'm surprised that I am. I think that growing up as a child actor, even though I've never been unclear about who I am or what I want, there were feelings of guilt, like, should I want that, or is that okay, or am I gonna be judged for that, or are people gonna think that I'm someone different than I actually am because they don't have a full understanding of this or that. Going back to what I said earlier, in this season, as long as I am telling my truth and it's said and it's heard, whether people agree with it or not doesn't really matter to me. What matters is that I'm telling the truth and that I'm walking in my authenticity and that I'm proud of who I am. Harlem thus far has been one of, if not the best experience I've had in 30 plus years in this industry. When you talk about sisters, these girls and Tracy and me, like, these are my sisters. I love them, they love me. And it's an undeniable thing that you wouldn't even question from any of us. And to be able to live in this character of Camille and to be able to pull things out of myself that other people hadn't seen from me and didn't even know existed in me, and to be able to surprise people even after this long in the business is the most gratifying feeling. I have a real village of women who hold me down, who cover me, who pray for me, who show up for me, and not in the traditional way. They show up for me the way that I want to be shown up for. We met at the Ebony Power 100 gala about 2 years ago. We had no idea 2 years later we'd be coming back engaged, but it's a big part of our love story, and yeah, everything shifted that day. Little did we know, when that person comes to you, understanding that the gift is that person making you better. The gift is that person loving you unconditionally. That true fullness of who you are. That's what we all deserve, and not settling for that. And also allowing someone to make your life better and to bring out the best in you and to hold up a mirror that actually makes you live up to the full quality of the purpose and the reason that you're put here on this earth, and those things being conjoined, but expressing themselves differently and loving them, loving the fact that they express themselves differently. Cherish that and cherish yourself, and don't settle for anything less than what you really want and what you really deserve. Baby, it's been a lot of fresh starts last couple years, but this is the accumulation of that process, that personal process, that relationship process, that career process, that growth that has been absolutely insane, especially this past year. Everything that I've learned, everything that I've poured in, and everything that's been poured into me has been transformational in a way that it doesn't mirror any other season of my life. It's like it literally is a second act, but it's a second act with all the tools and all the information and all the things and all the fearlessness and all the freedom and all the self-love and all the, okay, this is what you're working on, here's what this is. You know, maybe you might want to work on that a little bit more, but like the really, really real, like, blunt with yourself. And even in that, there is no shame, or it's just like, this is where you are, and that's okay. And that's a beautiful thing.